Let's take a look at some altcoins that are down quite hard, which I think are definitely worth taking a look at. Maybe DCA already a little bit, put it in your watch list, right? But this is my watch list and I want to go over it. So welcome to the Fomo Factory. Like the video if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notification on, and let's not waste any time. I'm pretty busy today. My project, What Do You Meme, is going to migrate and we're going to do amazing things. So do check it out. But that's not what this is about. The market is taking a little bit of a hit, but I want to say that very cautiously, because if you look at Bitcoin, you can see that hit, right? On the week, it is up, it is green. Even on the day, it's like barely red. But altcoins are taking a slightly bigger hit because the dominance is rising as well. And therefore, it's maybe a good time to already have your watch list together for when this is really the time for you to DCA, which could be now already, right? I mean, you know me, I think that we still go down before the halving, and then the halving comes and we're all bullish. But maybe this time is different. Maybe we do not go down. Maybe it's now the last time to DCA before the halving really happens and the bull market begins. We'll see. There are a couple of projects that I think are super interesting. For example, if we do take a look at Senate. Now, Senate is the governance token of Sidus Heroes, and everybody is looking at Sidus, but Sidus is one, higher cap, and two, everybody looks at Sidus, but governance tokens are usually way better. Just like Polis is to Star Atlas, right? Everybody buying Star Atlas. Hey, I'd rather buy the Polis token, right? These are usually way more bullish tokenomics and better use cases. Now, that's what the Senate token is. I must say that yeah, if you wanted to get the chance to buy the lows, hey, tough luck. That's been gone for this one by far. This is one of the lower caps that decided to do more than a 10x already, right? There are always altcoins that outperform the market. However, they also outperform in a bad way, and therefore it's very dangerous to buy this in a bull or in a bear market, right? Where Bitcoin went from 70k to 15, this token went down 99.7%. Therefore, I'm cautious with altcoins in a bear market, right? Because again, let's put this in perspective. If Bitcoin would have gone down 99.7%, do you know where it would have taken us? It would have put Bitcoin at $200, right? From 70k. That's how wrecked altcoins get in a bear market. So yeah, trying to time the bottom is, of course, very hard because you do not know where the bottom is. Might have well been here, right? And it still went down more than Bitcoin did over the complete bear market. But now it's finally showing strength. It had some support here, resistance here, resistance here, resistance here. It pushed a little bit and now it went up and it kind of retested that level right there, which is a good sign. It shows that, hey, it's now strong. It is yeah, it has a lot of room to go back to this point right here. But if you look, the retrace was already 63%, right? So you want to wait for retests on such tokens before you really get into them. So Senate looks healthy, looks good to me. It looked absolutely completely wrecked, dead, fucked up right here. And it shows like, hey, we're still here, right? So it's actually safe to put your money in. Well, at least safe, right? As far as we can call something safe. Well, Polis kind of same thing. To be honest, I don't want to spend too much time on that. Spartadex is something that I really love. This is a crypto launchpad on the Arbitrum chain. They released exclusively G Swift, for example, and they are now working on a lot of bullish projects that are coming, gaming projects as well. They have really a lot of good stuff coming to their launchpad, and their gamified DEX, which reminds me a lot of DeFi Kingdoms, is starting to look better and better and better over time as well. Now, one of the projects that is interesting is Whack Me Games. Whack Me Games focuses on mobile gaming. That's a gold pot, if you ask me. However, Whack Me Games had a big run and therefore went down very hard. From the absolute wick bottom till the absolute wick top, right? You will never been able to catch this trade, but it did more than a 6x. Now, it took a very big correction as well of 67%. It bounced a bit from the bottom though, right? WAGMI, like it's quite, this whole area right here, I've drawn it right here, right, but a little wick below it. But WAGMI is now starting to show that this right here might be the range, right? If you take it like, yeah, kind of here, whatever, until, yeah, where should we put it, right? There are wicks everywhere on this chart, basically. This is kind of the range right here. It's now more in the middle of the range than at the bottom or the top. But overall, I think WAGMI is a fantastic buy, and it depends on how you put the chart. If you put it on regular, you could see like, okay, yeah, it has some room to go up for sure. And like I said, mobile gaming is beautiful. Now, there's a project that is also releasing, which I think is super cool. This is Codex Chain, and Codex Chain is making things easier, and I love anything in crypto that makes things easier, because crypto is fucking complicated. I will never be able to get my grandpa into crypto because he died. But even if he was alive, I was never able to get him into crypto, right? He wouldn't understand. Well, the thing is that it should be accessible, and Codex is kind of doing that. They had their pre-sale on Bullperks, but they also had their on Pulse Finance and Engine Starter. I invested in this with, what do you mean, with Web3 whales, as we are called right now. Not a lot, but we did invest a little bit. And I think that this is a project that could be definitely out there, for the reason that the fully diluted market cap is just $10 million, right? So fully diluted is $10 million, so there's a lot of room to grow. They raised quite some money, right? $2 million, so they can use it to work on the project and to do marketing and etc., etc., etc. So, but if you look at the website, in one sentence, that's already what got me. The fastest way to build dApps without code. Awesome, right? So they programmed it for something. I don't know. It's work with AI. I will do a deep dive video into this, but I think that this is really interesting. So building tech is expensive and time consuming, definitely. Codex is an all-in-one and no-code AI-powered ecosystem for Web3 mass adoption, built faster and cheaper. Now, I love that, because if this works, then all the projects will use Codex to build, right? And that's very bullish for the token, because of course the use case of the token is that people need it to build. So if it's really good and projects use it, then I can see this token be huge, very huge. Their partners, very bullish as well. Some big names over there, a lot of chains that they are working with. So I really love that. Do check it out. I think that I'm mostly into crypto gaming, but again, even crypto gaming needs this kind of stuff. So I love this. And they are releasing on PancakeSwap, on MEXC, and on Codex. I think so. Or Codex. I said so, that's the name of the project. That shows like recording in the morning without any coffee, at least not enough. Not for me, but I love it. Do check it out. Follow them on Twitter. I will keep my eyes on it if I were you. I don't even follow them on Twitter. I have to get a good example, right? Follow with another account. I think that this could be a really big one. So I'm keeping my eyes on this for sure. Another altcoin that I think is really bullish is Beam. Beam is they are designed for crypto gaming, and I don't know. It's crypto gaming is way too obvious. I tweeted like, I don't want to jinx it, but and I don't want to say it's easy, but gaming and launchpads is way too obvious of a play. If you are not invested right there, you hate money, really. Beam is one of the safer places to invest because it's a whole ecosystem, right? And it's of course not a single game, but Beam has a lot of room to grow, if you ask me. And it looks like, sometimes if this was a complete market cycle, I would say, uptrend, distribution, downtrend, accumulation, and there we go again. But look, the bull market is yet to come. So it looks more like a cool off period to me right here before it breaks out and goes up even more. And I think Beam could do incredible things. Same goes for playable games, by the way. It has to cool off. It went so hard. But again, here it went up hard, cooled off, went up hard, cooled off, went up. I don't know. I can predict a pattern. But I know that these projects are probably bullish for the long term. Superverse, insane, man. Elio just gave a huge update on what Super is building. This this could definitely be the blue chip gaming project in a couple of years, especially with their own layer one. All the projects that they partner up, combine with each other. I'm really bullish on it. The only thing is like, Jesus, it moved so hard and it just stays there. Retest something, right? Like, but even it wasn't even about the rumor sell. The news event, the price didn't give a fuck about the news. I don't know, man. I have a small position. If you feel like, yeah, they are doing a good job and I am bullish on this token, man, maybe just DCA already. I mean, it's a good project for sure. Ultra is just lagging. Ultra is lagging, but I do feel time for Ultra has yet to come. If you look at the chart like this, it puts it in some perspective, right? Accumulation phase right here before it absolutely moons. Downtrend, big accumulation phase, let it moon. I don't know, man. I'm putting some money in Ultra. If you still want to buy something cheap, there you go. But you want to research why it is still cheap. El Tora, same thing. I think that this could do really well. Safer play, AVAX, a lot of good games also being built on AVAX. I don't think you should fade AVAX with the current price. At higher than $50, I think that this was a little expensive for the stage of the market that we were in. Now, however, yeah, no, this is like interesting. I absolutely feel like, okay, DCA a little bit if you don't have a position at all. I already have my position, so I'm not going to DCA right now. But if it comes steady to these levels right here or even here, I think it is a perfect buying opportunity. Now, of course, I cannot fade the CDFI ecosystem. If you look at SNFTS, I gave the buy signal from my side when it touched this line right here because I felt like, yeah, look at this, look at this, look at this. It was so obvious, right? If you look at SNFTS, the structure here is kind of the same as the structure right here, and here it faded back down. The only difference is that here it was below the bull market support band and it basically got rejected right there. And here it's way above and it finds it as support right here. Also, if you look at the Fibonacci retracement, if you put it over it, the 0.618, it comes in exactly right there as well. So I gave in the Patreon, the Discord, there's a link down below. I said, guys, there's a good chance that this is an area of a bounce, right? I hope you got in with me. I got a good position. Good, like I'm DCAing into it, but this was a good place to DCA, and yeah, as fund itself as well, it looks interesting, man, because CDFI had an amazing run from almost 50 cents to 480. Now it blasted through all the resistance there was. Basically, here we had a week of resistance and we blasted through even further. Now this area of 320, give or take, is actually a big level, right? So we took it as support, but we broke down. And we found support at 250. But now we're back at that upper level. So it looks like this might be a range. I don't know. But CDFI is, yeah, it just shows strength. And also, if you look at CDFI, CDFI is releasing, if you go to the IDO Launchpad home, Animalia. And Animalia, they have a pretty decent race for Animalia. You can participate if you have the CDFI tokens. XOR is, by the way, a fucking gem. But nevertheless, Animalia is going to release soon on CDFI. And I think that this is a great project, to be honest. I love new projects, right? I talk, like, people wanted me to talk about specific projects and I can go to my trading view. But all with all, the new projects is what really going to make us money. And I think that Amelia is one of those. And Amelia is a trading card game. And a lot of people, they feel like, yeah, it's a trading card game, it has to be AAA first person shooter. No, it doesn't, right? Trading card games are easy to play. It's popular. It's addictive. Their website looks fantastic. And again, if you look at, like, for example, Gods and Chains, it's also just a trading card game. Look at the market cap, 77 million fully diluted, 140 million. And even if you look at the market cap all-time high, it was sitting at a $250 million market cap. That's insane, right? Now, these projects that are releasing on Cetify, this doesn't start out at a $250 million market cap. This starts out more under $1 million or something. I don't know from the top of my head. Maybe we can find it really quick, because it is actually pretty decent information to have. Let me see. Where can I find it? What's their initial market cap going to be? $400,000. I want to let that sink in. Okay. Even the fully diluted, which will take a long time from now, is releasing 14 times as low as Gods and Chains, while this is barely close to its all-time high. So you might want to take a look at that. Again, I'll cover that more as well, because I like to cover the projects that I invest in. But this is a really interesting one, if you ask me. It also seems, by the way, that here I saw a lot of people talk about GFL, and I don't hear that anymore, because the price is really cooling down now. So that might be a buy signal. Just saying. Yeah, and Ronin, I love it. My average is 40 cents, so I have a very good entry on this one, but I wish I bought a little more. It's now 270. Yeah, I cannot buy the all-time high, right? And it is the all-time high, all time, right? Because here we had less tokens. The market cap is at the all-time high. I can buy it here, but to be honest, it wouldn't surprise me if it goes to like $3-4 if it keeps on running like this. So yeah, running. Also, one of my plays that I feel like my safest gaming plays that I think are going to make some good returns anyway: IMX, Beam, and Ronin. Yeah, and Foco Forge as well. It's not as blue chip as the others, but also Foco Forge. Come on, man. It was ranging, broke out. Finally, we had the retest after months. So, hey, if you don't buy it now, when do you? I want to leave it there, man. It takes too long. Like the video. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn the bell notification on. I will give more specific altcoins in the future, because the market is turning more bullish. So it's time for us to talk about more bullish projects as well. That's how it works. For now, thanks for watching. Take care.